Welcome back to my RC10B6.4D build video. For those that are following and are keeping up to the videos as they come out, apologies for the delay. Spent the weekend at the Yorkshire Motorsport Festival and it didn't leave me a lot of time for doing videos. So we're on to bag 4 and got myself another takeaway pot. Very nice curry over the weekend. All the parts for bag 4 I've put into that pot, and we're now going to move on to step 1. So for step 1 we're fixing the front rear suspension mount onto the rear of the chassis, and that item placed on there, and then we're going to use these M3x6 screws and they're going to hold it together. And again, because you've got aluminium going into aluminium, just make sure that you put a thread lock on those, but as per previous videos I'm going to do that off camera. So I'll just turn the chassis over, place the 2 screws where they belong, and then use my trusty fast track tools just to screw those in. And just as all the other parts, it's a really nice fit on this chassis. Everything just goes together very nicely. There we go. With those done, we have these little pills that go into the suspension. Because I'm building this as per the manual, I'm going to test it out before making any modifications. I'm using the 1 degree pills, and it tells me to have those facing outwards, and there's a little dot to indicate direction. So 1 degree out on both sides. So with the little dot facing outwards, place those into that suspension arm. There we go. What I actually like about this, they're a really nice snug fit. It's not a loose fit like on some of the other kits. My previous build was a YZ2, and with a YZ2 if you were to tip it up the pills would fall out, and that could make assembling the rear suspension quite tricky. These ones hold in place, so I'm quite pleased with that. So both set to 1 degree out. And then what we need to do is we need to put these set screws there. We're going to put those into the rear suspension arms. Now, it doesn't explain it fully in the manual, but these appear to be symmetrical, and on one side you've just got 2 holes, an inner and an outer, but on the other side you've got another hole, and that hole actually goes between the 2. So in effect the most outer position is A, switch to the other side and you've got B, and then move over to the original side, and the innermost position is C. I've actually got that the wrong way around. Now I've looked at the manual. The most inner one is A, then you've got B, then you've got C, and the manual recommends putting the set screw into the A position, which is the most innermost of the 2 points. So I'm going to do that because I'm building this as per the instructions. So my trusty hex driver, get that in. Now this is a really nice long set screw, and it's actually a blind hole, so I'm just going to screw this in until I feel resistance, because the shocks are going to mount off this, so it is intended to stick out. That's why it's so long. Just checking that I'm not breaking. I'm just keeping an eye on the other side just to make sure that I'm not putting it through too far as I've done with some of the other ones. There we go. So I just started to see a little bulge on the other side where's the blind hole. So I've definitely gone in there far enough. And just take a metal rule. Yeah, there's 10mm protruding out. So when you've screwed them in, you should have 10mm sticking out. So exactly the same with the other side. Put this one in. Don't know if the microphone's picking up, but I think the postman's on his way because my little dog's shouting his head off. So putting this one in, and I can screw a bit faster this time because I know roughly how far it's going in. And once that's in and complete, which is just about there, I'll so it's just start to feel tight. I'll just take my metal rule again, and yep, 10mm protruding. And that completes bag 4 step 1. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.